Hey there, this is Paul with Transparent Personal Growth. I had a video that I was going to shoot just kind of talking about the fact that, oh man, I've had a hard week and I don't feel so good and blah blah blah. And after shooting that video twice and realizing that that's bullshit and I can just move on, there's something deeper that I want to talk about that I kind of touched on in the video, but I just want to go straight into it today. And that's the fact that we are all going to die. Paul, why would you say this to us? That's terrible. Why would you bring that up? Because it's true. I find myself a lot just trying to distract myself from the fact that I'm only here for a limited amount of time. As I live my life, I realize that I live it like I'm never gonna die. Like I've got all the time in the world to waste. Like just today. Yeah, I did some things that were good for me, but I also wasted plenty of time on YouTube watching stupid videos that have nothing to do with what is really most meaningful to me in life. Now, fundamentally, I would not do that if I actually understood and internalized how short my life really is. To some people, they may think, well, Paul, you're only 21. Why are you already thinking about your death? Well, I could ask you the same thing. Why aren't you thinking about your death? It might sound odd to be thinking about death, but I remember back to when I was a kid, and the first time that I heard that I was going to die. I was freaked out. I was scared of dying. Because I understood at the time that that meant that there was no more living to do. If I die right now, I'm not going to be able to continue living this life. No matter what kind of life I have, or you have, or anybody has, once you die, there's nothing left to live. Now, I'm not certain as to what comes after we die. I have beliefs and whatever, but that's not truth because I haven't experienced it quite yet. So really the question comes down to, what are we going to do with our time that we have left? I'm lucky. I'm 21 years old. I've got 50 to 60 great years left of my life before I and never wake up again. I don't know how old you are. I don't know where you are in life. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know your situation. I don't know your psychology. I don't know your environment. I don't know your strengths, your weaknesses, your values, whatever. I don't know anything about you. But I do know this. You are going to die, and you have limited time to live the life that you were meant to live. And this is me talking to myself, not just you. Because I've had this week where I've been stuck in my head thinking, oh man, life is so hard. No, it's not. Life is what it is. Life is what I make it to be. And if I'm making it hard, well, okay, life is hard from my perspective. But that is really a waste of time if I'm going to live my whole life feeling like that. Life is more than just days stacked upon days stacked upon days. Life is meant to be lived as a full and complete experience. And the last week, I have been hiding myself from experience. Why? Fundamentally, because I am not conscious and aware of the fact that I am not going to be here forever. If I was, I'd be out there doing everything and anything that came to mind that was most meaningful to me, that would fulfill me, that was important to me. But here I am on my laptop watching YouTube. So I'll talk to myself for a little bit because I don't want to yell at you. Paul, why aren't you taking this seriously? Why don't you really care about the fact that you are going to die and that you only have a limited amount of time left on this earth? My honest response is that I'm trying to distract myself from the fact that I don't want to face my death. Because death is scary. I don't want to die. So my knee-jerk reaction is to distract myself so that at least I'm not aware of the fact I'm going to die. Because if I was aware of the fact I was going to die, life would be scary. No, that is not true. If I was aware of the fact that I was going to die, I would live life in the most meaningful way I knew possible. And I would live that way every single day until I die. So I've got a question for you. When was the last time you thought about the fact that you were going to die? Seriously. For me, this is the first time I've thought about it in months. And my actions reflect it. Because if I had thought about it more recently, perhaps every day, if I contemplated the fact that I was going to die, man, my actions would be powerful and direct and decisive, because I know that at any moment I could just die. I don't know what's going to happen. I could wake up tomorrow and be hit by a car. Who knows? I could drink some poisoned water, or I could eat some food that chokes me and there's no one there to help me out. I don't know. So what do we do once we start to become more aware of the fact that we are not going to live forever? What do we do? Well, that's really up to you and to me personally. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to meditate deeper. I'm going to talk to people like my life depends on it, like I'm never going to see them again. I'm going to practice piano and feel into it, because I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to touch a piano again. I'm going to shoot a video and put my entire heart into it, because I do not know if I will ever be able to stare into a lens again and share myself on pixels to the world. I don't know. So here I am with gruesome news that hopefully can inspire you to do something with your life. Alright, that's it. This has been Paul with Transparent Personal Growth. And I just want to leave you with this. Think about it. Think about the fact that you are not going to live forever. In 1,000 years, no one is even going to know that you existed. And you can look at this from many different perspectives. You can look at this like, oh man, that's sad. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Or you could look at it like, oh man, I'm gonna die. I better do something with my freaking life. And I hope that that's how you see it, because life can be amazing if we make it that way. If we choose to do what it takes. If we choose to educate ourselves on how to live a good life, on how to become happy, on how to feel good. And I want that for you. So post me your comments down below. What do you think of this video? Did it strike a chord with you? Did you feel it? I felt it. And I want you to feel into life. I want you to experience what life has to offer, because even I am just barely touching the first hair of what life has to offer me. And I hope that you start reaching for life and living fully. Alright, that's it. Stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more.